This is what happens when a car influencer gets a free first-class trip being wined and dined by an automaker right before he does a review of one of their cars. Do you think he will be fair in his reviews, knowing any criticism may have him never again getting invited to these luxury vacations? Media trips. Well, I have been fair and critical when needed in my reviews, and many brands like Volkswagen, GM, Rivian, Lucid, Porsche, and many others have banned me from their future vacations. Media trips. Yes, someone write that down for me. I will even show you one of the emails from Volkswagen bluntly admitting that. So, can you trust car reviews from the popular influencers and car publications that are regularly accepting these trips, not only because they are better than any vacation that you have ever been to, but are also essential for their content? Today, I am going to show you what happens behind the camera on those trips and how most car brands like Volkswagen and Rivian essentially bribe reviewers and journalists to make sure that you don't accidentally notice anything too negative about their new car. Now, I should tell you that not all brands ban journalists for bad reviews. There are still some brands that haven't banned me, despite my honest reporting, like Nissan, VinFast, TOG, and Xpeng Motors. So kudos to them, letting me enjoy these trips without any fear of retaliation for my honest opinion. Alright, now gather around, boys and girls, and let me tell you what happens when an influencer gets a media event invite. It all starts with an invitation to go to a really cool location, sometimes within the country like Los Angeles, New York, or Vegas, but many times abroad. Europe, Asia, and Middle East. The part that's not on fire. Your airfare and your hotel are booked in advance, and many times you get to bring a camera person or a production assistant with you. However, I have seen many journalists just bring their spouses or partners, which I guess are assistants too? I have also seen those people completely ditch the media events and even media dinners and just bluntly make it a family vacation. Many times your trip to the airport in a car of your choice is paid for as well, and when you arrive at the airport you get to fast track your way through business class queue and get to a luxury all-inclusive lounge with unlimited food, drinks, open bar, showers, and even your own massage chair. All of that while most of you are miserably curled up in metal airport chairs at the crowded gates. Then you get on a plane before everyone else, except for people with kids, which never made sense to me. Why? Why do kids need to be the first ones on the plane? Do they need some extra time to prep themselves to cry and hit my chair for the next 12 hours? And the business class experience is great. You get your own space that becomes a bed with a big screen TV, your set of slippers and toothbrushes and all kinds of goodies. You get a 5-course meal and unlimited drinks and snacks throughout the entire flight. It is amazeballs. Finally, you get to the exotic destination of the brand's choice, and oh boy, most of the time you are in for an amazing week, and I will tell you everything that happens during that week. But before that, a quick reminder that this video is brought to you by EnergyPal. Are you thinking about going solar but not sure what panels to get, whether or not to get a home battery, or how much all of this is going to cost? Well, EnergyPal will do all of that for you, and you will get a $500 gift card when your installation is complete if you use the link in the description of this video. They even have this EV calculator that will tell you exactly what system to get so it can handle charging your EV all year around. That link is down there as well. Finally, you get to your destination and someone is meeting you at the exit with one of those signs with your name on it, takes your luggage and brings you to a chauffeured car to drive you to the hotel. And the hotel is usually top of the line. It's got some gifts and snacks snacks waiting for you in the room. A lot of times it has a spectacular view and everything you want, like room service, and many times hotel restaurants and services, including massages, are paid for as well. Then over the next few days or a week, you are invited to all kinds of fancy events, media dinners, test drives with access to the newly unveiled cars, factory tours, entertainment, unveilings, and you get the press passes to the auto show if the brand's events are part of it, which many times they are. Sometimes you are treated to unforgettable life experiences like this one, where an entire attraction park on a private island was shut down just for about 20 of us, and a full show was performed in which we were even allowed to participate. That was awesome. But I can't stress enough that the majority of journalists and influencers are not just having a great time, which absolutely they are also 100% rely on the content that they get during those trips. This is the only way you get early access to these cars, in many cases ahead of time, so when the news is released, you already have an article or a video ready to go. And then once it's all over and you've gained like 10 pounds from all of the free food and drinks, you are chauffeured back to the airport and the lounges, the first class, and all of that repeats itself one more time. And once you get home and remember that you actually have a job, you're in a bit of a pickle. Even though you're not told what to say or what to write by any of these brands, you are definitely going to be watched as you release your content. And even though not all brands will blacklist you from their future events for your criticism, most absolutely will. It's an unwritten rule, so to speak. Or in the case of Volkswagen, actually very much written. That's right, Volkswagen was actually blunt enough to flat out put that in writing that I will not be invited to future events because of my review of their Volkswagen ID Buzz. Now, in my defense, the Volkswagen ID Buzz blows. I did not like it. I thought it was a weak attempt at resurrecting an iconic vehicle with lazy design and engineering. Now, back to the brides. Vacations. I mean media trips. Damn it. If I had to estimate the money spent on most of the trips that I have gone to, I would say they range anywhere from $5,000 to about $50,000 or above each. So you tell me, if you're going to be an honest journalist and have yourself cut off not only from these amazing trips, but also from the very content that you need to keep going, or, say something like this when it comes to a car that we all know is essentially a huge failure and an embarrassment to the EV manufacturing.
This is the Honda E, and it might just be one of the most desirable electric cars, one of the most desirable cars, full stop, on the market right now.
Nobody does it like fully charged. And don't get me wrong, I have consciously made my choice over and over again, fully aware of the consequences. And that's why I don't have access to the cars that everyone else does, and I don't have a million subscribers. But I do have one thing that they don't, besides my awesome collection of pink shirts, and that is why I hope you watch my channel. As I mentioned before, I do have another video about all of the details of why Volkswagen has banned me from their media events, and you can watch that video right here. Alright, looking forward to all of your comments. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.